Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
No, this ain't Mexico. It used to be Mexico, mother. And now it's Phoenix, goddammit. I bet you don't leave here and go to Mexico, mother. Motherfuckers think they can live in this country and then still be allegiance to another country. If you love Mexico, get the over there. Oh, say, can you see the God's early rise? What's the
What it do, family and friends? Welcome back to the Church of Black Power. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified whenever videos like this drop. Please make sure you're hitting that like and share button so we can beat up the algorithm. Make sure we get this message out to the ears that need to hear. And if you have not done so yet, please click that link in the description. Go to change.org and put your signature on the petition for reparations. And with that being said, family, we're going to do a reaction to this clip that I saw. Well, I guess it's not a reaction. We're going to talk about this clip that I saw. And the clip that I saw is about Messy Jesse Jackson Jr. and the Rainbow Coalition going out doing a press conference in support of illegal immigrants. Not just that, but they told a blatant lie on national, I don't know if it's national TV, but there was a lot of cameras there, so I'm guessing it was national TV. But we're going to go and we're going to address it. I'm going to play it all the way through first, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to address some things. So let's go.
Yes. I understand the boycott against Target, against DEI, yes. But why is the Rainbow Push Coalition supporting illegal aliens if illegal aliens disproportionately affect the black community jobs?
Say that one more time.
Why is the Rainbow Push Coalition supporting illegal aliens when illegal aliens disproportionately negatively affect the black community?
Yeah, that's not true.
It is true. They take jobs, right? But they take your jobs.
Question.
Legal.
Let me offer.
Nothing?
Thank you so much for coming out today.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
This is the Rainbow Push Annual Conference.
I mean, if you want to support
People's Conference
black
of
jobs,
Call to Action.
you don't support illegal aliens coming
We
in and
started this morning
undercutting
with the
black jobs. It
minimum
doesn't make
income
sense though, right?
to level the economic
I mean,
educational playing field.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
The comedian, Christian comedian,
Excuse me.
Move on with Darius Brooks, and uplifted by Jacqueline
No
Carr
answer to the question,
to
but
end
that
the evening.
anybody,
You're
anybody
welcome
involved
here.
with
It is
this,
free admission. So please
and
come and sojourn
I'll
with
answer
us.
the question for you,
Pray with us.
because it doesn't matter about black jobs. This is about raising money for their coalition. They don't actually do things to support the black community, because if they did, they'd be working to stop black on black violence. But what they want to do is continue DEI, continue making excuses, continue victim mentality instead of setting people free. That's what that is. To the point where they're praying to the Holy Spirit for abortion, for homosexuality, and for illegal aliens. You talk about deception. The devil is the deceiver, and he has deceived this group of people, sadly. Pray for them in Jesus' name.
All right, family, we're going to go back over this. We got to take this piece by piece, family, piece by piece. Let's go.
Yes. I understand the boycott against Target, against DEI, yes. But why is the Rainbow Push Coalition supporting illegal aliens if illegal aliens disproportionately affect the black community jobs?
Say that one more time.
Why is the Rainbow Push Coalition
First and foremost, family, you see the old lady in the back to the right. Let me go back a little bit while he's asking the question here. The old lady to the right of Jamal Bryant, right behind Jesse Jackson with the head wrap on. This woman, listen to what she says.
Say it one more time.
Because they have a right to freedom lane. What first and foremost, these people are illegal immigrants. These people are invaders into our country. How the hell does freedom lane correlate to somebody who broke into the country? What slavery was he escaping? How does freedom lane pertain to a bunch of illegals? They're not enslaved. So why is this lady speaking this old slavery talk? Probably because it's all she knows. But it makes absolutely no sense for this situation.
Why is the Rainbow Push Coalition supporting illegal aliens when illegal aliens disproportionately negatively affect the black community?
Yeah, that's not true.
It is true. They take jobs, right?
So before we get to Messy Jesse Jr., the old lady, once again, chose to open her damn mouth, and what came out, what flopped out, was freedom for everybody. Freedom for everybody. Ma'am, these people are free. They're just not free to run around a country in which they do not belong. They are not citizens here. They can go and be free in their homelands and run around freely there. Why the hell did she even open her mouth? Is my question. But this is one of those things that Jason Black, he was absolutely right about when he said, you got to watch them old niggas. Because she's over here screaming freedom for everybody like these people are in chains. And even though they're being taken into custody, they're being set free. Just not in America. They're being set free in their homelands in which they belong. Now let's talk about Messy Jesse Jr. Because you know, Messy Jesse can barely open his mouth. So his son is over here doing the bucking now. Let's go back.
Community.
Yeah, that's not true.
It is true. They take jobs, right? But they take your jobs.
It's not true. Next question. Well, Messy Jesse Jr., you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. It's absolutely correct. And I've addressed this so many damn times that I'm not going to address it again. Well, I'm not going to address it again at this point in time live, or well, we're not live on this recording. I'll play a video clip of me addressing this in the past when someone brought this up. So let's go here, family. In case you haven't seen this video on my TikTok, you can go and check it out, the full clip, because there's a full clip of this. And it starts off with this man saying FBA is a cult. Let's go.
You will see a lot of similarities between the groups. A lot of these groups preach reparations, black capitalism, American exceptionalism, homophobia, transphobia, et cetera, and now, since the Trump era, anti-immigration.
Number one, I find it weird that people think that we should not be advocating for our own personal interests as foundational Black Americans in the country we built and that everybody else benefits from. Us fighting for reparations is a debt that's owed to us. But everybody else comes to the country to actually leech off of that debt, to actually leech off of the wealth that was built by stolen labor. Number two, we are not homophobic. I think I speak for the bulk of us when we say we don't care what you do in your bedroom. But when you bring it out To our children, no, we have an issue with that, just like any sensible parent would. And when people such as this say that something is transphobic, you got to ask them to explain that to you. What do they deem transphobic? Because nowadays people are saying that a trans woman isn't a woman is transphobic. Being a man not wanting to date a trans is transphobic. And lastly, FBA, we're not anti-immigrant. We're anti-illegal immigration. And I don't even understand why people would want us to be pro-illegal immigration, especially when all of the studies, there's so many studies that actually show that illegal immigration hurts the Black community overall. As a matter of fact, you have the study from Vanderbilt Law School. You have this testimony from the House Judiciary, don't judge me for how I say it, committee. You have this study from the Commission on Civil Rights. You have this study from Pew Research. You have this study. You have this study. And as of more recently, you have this testimony and study as well. And for all you Kamala Harris lovers, you'll love this. Kamala Harris' own father spoke about how illegal immigration literally was a serious issue that impacted the Black community. Trends in international trade have moved against U.S. workers, he wrote. U.S. immigration laws have been modified in ways that increase the influx of low-skilled workers who compete with native-born youth and low-skilled adult workers for low-skilled jobs. This shift has been a particularly serious problem for Blacks, who constitute a high proportion of the low-skilled adult workers, according to the book. Harris, a Marxist economist, lives just 2 miles away from his daughter in Washington, D.C., but the two rarely speak. The chilling relations stretch back to Harris' divorce from Kamala's mother in 1972 and his losing a bitter custody battle. So maybe that's the reason why Kamala Harris has been so anti-Black in her policies as Attorney General of California. I don't know. I'm just speculating. So, family, as you just saw, there are a number of different resources that these people can go and check out. I'm pretty sure they already know about it because they work in politics. So there is no reason why Messy Jesse Jr. should have come out lying like that. And this is another thing that proves that the Democrats, they really don't want your vote. They really don't want your vote. They want other people's money. They want other people's money over doing what's right for their own damn communities. They're willing to get out there and fight for everybody else. Jamal Bryant and the whole god dang Target situation. What's his name? Al Sharpton with the whole take everybody to Costco situation. And now Messy Jesse Jr. talking about illegal immigration doesn't hurt the Black community overall. Just a blatant lie. So they're showing their hands, family, that they really don't want foundational Black Americans voting for them. They would rather disrespect us and lie to our faces before anything else. Let's get through the rest of this.
Legal.
Let me offer.
Nothing?
Thank you so much for coming out today.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Next question, he said.
This is the Rainbow Push Annual Conference.
I mean, if you want to support
People's Conference
Black
of Call
jobs,
to Action.
you don't support illegal aliens coming in and
Started this
undercutting
morning with the
Black jobs.
minute
It doesn't make
of
sense though, right?
to level the economic
I mean,
educational
we got-
playing fields.
I mean, it just doesn't
You're
make
welcome
sense.
to join me, the comedian, Christian
Excuse me.
comedian. Move on with Darius Brooks and uplifted by Jacqueline
No
Carr
answer to the question,
to
but
end
that
the evening.
everybody,
You're
anybody
welcome
involved
there.
with
It is
this,
free admission. So please
and
come
I'll
and sojourn
I'll
with
answer
us.
the question for you
Pray with us.
because it doesn't matter about Black jobs. This is about raising money for their coalition.
That is a fact. Now, agree with everything that this Nabisco is saying. Especially if they cared about the black community, they'd be trying to stop black on black crime. That's another white supremacist talking point. But yet this man is walking around acting like a Christian. And that's another thing that another reason, excuse me. That is another reason, not a very another reason, but an extreme reason why we tell you to watch all these people, because their real religion is not Christianity. Their real religion is not Islam. Their real religion is not Judaism. Their real religion is the system of white supremacy. And that's why they must uphold the system, because that is their religion. So he can sit here and talk all this godly this, godly that, devil this, devil that, pray this, pray that. But yet you are still a devil yourself in the system of white supremacy, upholding the system of white supremacy, because you're pushing and peddling that nonsensical lie about black on black crime. But let's let them continue.
They don't actually do things to support the black community, because if they did, they'd be working to stop black on black violence. But what they want to do is continue DEI, continue making excuses, continue victim mentality instead of setting people free.
Like I said, he's not really concerned about them helping the black community, because none of those things that he mentioned was anything to help the black community. Addressing black on black crime is not an issue, because none of you are going around addressing white on white crime. None of you are going around addressing Asian on Asian crime. None of you are going around addressing Mexican on Mexican crime, Latino on Latino crime, Puerto Rican on Puerto Rican crime, Indian on Indian crime. Y'all not justifying any of that. Y'all not questioning it, and y'all not trying to exterminate it. But yet, every time they talk about helping the black community, well, if they cared about helping the black community, they would try to eliminate black on black crime. Why aren't you talking about black on black crime? Because black on black crime isn't a thing. That's why. So, as I am appreciative of this video clip coming out, I must also do my due diligence and let you guys know that this person don't care about us either. And neither do Messy Jesse Jr., the Rainbow Push Coalition, or any one of those folks, Al Sharpton, any one of these Democrats. They don't care about us, and neither do the Republicans. If they really cared, they would be trying to push a reparations bill, a transformative black agenda, and an anti-black hate crime bill. But they're not doing any of that. They're trying to give you every reason why we don't need those things. But family, I wanted to bring this to your attention. If you haven't seen this already, wanted to chop it up with you. So it is now a situation where I would like to hear what you guys have to say. So please leave a comment and let me know what you think about Messy Jesse Jr. coming out, wheeling his father out in his Parkinson's and everything else, with the Rainbow Coalition and Jamal Bryant out here talking this nonsense, speaking about illegals and how they don't hurt overall the foundational Black American community. If you're not subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified whenever videos like this drop. Please make sure you're hitting that like and share button so we can beat up the algorithm. Make sure we get this message out to the ears that need to hear. And if you have not done so yet, please click that link in the description. Go to change.org and put your signature on the petition for reparations. And with that being said, family, the doors of the church are now closed.
My grandfather built this country, man. He fought wars for it. And most places he went wouldn't let him sit down and get a cup of coffee. I can't even catch a cab in New York. You know, it doesn't matter how many degrees I get. All you people see is color. Your grandfather was an immigrant. You're American. My grandfather was born here, Duke. And you people still look at me as just another nigga.
I know that the government, whatever can't stand us black people, he doing everything in the world to make black man be extinct. But I'm going to tell you one thing, us black people going to survive. Yeah. So fuck everybody. I'm out.